Hi everyone, welcome to my Ahsoka Tano Makeup tutorial. So you don't have to have an airbrush to use this paint. You can put it on with the kabuki brush, but if you do have an airbrush, that just makes it faster and easier. As you notice, I'm doing small circles, lightly putting the paint on, and I will do a couple of layers. And then I keep these pieces of plastic. They're just from something I got from the grocery store that had fruit in them, and I just cut off the edges of them to recycle them, and I use it to block out my eyelashes so that I don't paint them orange. So I'll get really close to around my eye. And this is an alcohol-based paint, but it evaporates pretty quickly after you spray it. Now I've already used a glue stick on my eyebrows to make them smooth and flat. If you'd like to see how I did that, they are in another makeup tutorial that I've done of Ahsoka Tano Makeup. So I'm just using some brown eyeshadow to go ahead and put it in the corners of my eyes, work it all the way over. I'll use two different shades of brown, a light brown and a dark brown. Doesn't really matter on the brand, but this is by Unique. And then I will take my bronzer that I normally use just to add some dimension to my face. So I will do the lower jawline, I will do the hollows of my cheek, and up on my forehead. Just to kind of give it some dimension so I'm not just a flat orange color. And again, I'm using my bronzer just to add some definition to my face, a little bit of contouring around the nose, just, to make it look more natural. I'm using a little bit of highlighter. I like to put it in the corner of my eyes too. Anything that you can do to add dimension when you're painting yourself one solid color is good. So I'll add it to my upper cheeks, brow bones, and then I am going to add a little bit of an orangey color blush for some more dimension. I'm going to do a cat eye for my liner. This is just some gel liner that I have. I'm going to outline my lips with a brown pencil that I have. And then add a little bit of some bronze highlighter to my lips as well. Next, I'm going to be using Diamond FX, which is a water-based paint in white. And I have pre-cut some stencils and taped over them with boxing tape so that they are waterproof. And I will brush on my white paint on the side that goes to my face, and then I will just guide it onto my face so that it makes painting the white lines easier. So once I have it on my face, if I make any mistakes, I can use a brush with my orange alcohol-based paint to fix it. And then I'll do the same thing with the other side with my white Diamond FX. It's kind of like using the stencil as a stamp on your face. I don't push it all the way down so that it goes across my brow because I want to paint those in. So I go kind of to just above it. As you can see, it's given me a good base to start with. And I will do the same for the cheeks. I try and line it up with my nose so that I can make sure I do it the same on both sides. And then just gently press it against my skin. And then peel it back off. This really makes doing the white lines that much faster and easier. So I'll line it up again, make sure it's the same on both sides. If I don't get it exactly the same, it's okay, because I can always use my brush to fix whatever mistakes I might have done. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with my Diamond FX white and paint in the lines. This brush I'm using is just a regular paintbrush from Hobby Lobby. It's a soft tip. It makes the white go on very smooth. So once I get it filled into my liking, I'm going to switch to a little bit smaller paintbrush and do some fine line work, going around all the outer edges, making sure that they're smooth. If you make any mistakes, just let the white completely dry and then use the orange alcohol-based paint to go over and touch up any lines that you need to at the end. You don't have to worry about them mixing or bleeding through, seeing one is alcohol-based and one is water-based. Make sure to be patient with your line work. As you see, I'm using my hands to support each other so that they're not shaky while I'm doing it. And you know, it just takes some practice, but you'll get there. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.